Okay guys, today I'm going to be tying a Zonker strip baitfish. It's a really simple tie. I'm going to start with a Mustad 34007 hook and start my thread base about quarter of the way back and wrap towards the hook point. From there I'm going to get about a 6-inch piece of white Zonker strip in this case, measure it out, and then I'm going to tie it in near the back right at the beginning of the bend. This allows me plenty of room to add the body in, but gives us a nice good long profile. Once I have the Zonker strip in place, I'm going to wrap it down, wrap in front to put it in place to hold it to where it needs to be. From there, I'm going to get my uni stretch body, bring it in, butt it right up against the Zonker strip, tie it off, get it in place. Now, to move forward, I'm going to grab my whip finisher, whip finish this with 4 or 5 quick wraps just to hold it in place, which is fun to maneuver around the body of the material, but it's the best way to move forward. Once I get a couple of whip finishes in there, cut off, then push my body material back into place so I can see exactly where I need to be, hold it back, grab my thread, put it back on. So you can see this is a fun little thing to try to do. Get it in place there. Actually, I'm just going to tie right over top of it, get it in place, tie right over top of it. Trim my thread back off. Grab my scissors and just trim off to where the hook eye is available. Trim off any of the bigger, thicker fibers that are hard to mess with. Then I'll push that back a little bit and tie over top of it to hold it down. Then I'm going to reposition the body, bring my Zonker strip back over to the top, brush everything back, and then just tie it in. Once I get this all tied down, create me a nice big head on it. That belly is going to work almost like a popper. Going to push water around it, going to flare the water around. Trim up any of the little pieces of that got out, push back, and just come forward with it to finish up that head. Once I get a nice big head built on this thing, I'm going to make sure everything's laying the way I want, brush everything back, give it a good look. You can see that space and everything there. Just creates areas for the water to move around, create some bubbles, make a little splash. Draw the fish's attention with it that way. Whip finish it in. Keep everything laid back, pulled back. And then I'm going to get me a little bit of Sally Hart's nails, nail hardener, and just finish off the head. Give it a good brush down just to protect all that thread. Give it a couple of coats there, just kind of make sure everything stays in place. Not going to have to worry about this moving. It's going to be good, solid bait fish. This is going to be a great fish for bass. Going to be a great tie for bass, pike, whatever you want to go for.